you know what you just described reminded me of how you came about with your business DC mentors, how it evolved, and then where the needs in our profession as they exposed where the patterns of need kept showing up. You saw, help me out here in terms of, you saw a need that you didn't anticipate your business was necessarily going to go as a mentor, as a coach of chiropractors, to be better business people and better chiropractors. But yet the evolution of this book kind of popped up, said, wow, here's what we're needing as a profession. And we've had a system. You've had a system over time that's worked. And so I love that you've addressed that need based on what our profession needs.
Well, a couple of things. The original inception of going into coaching was chiropractic mentoring experience, which it evolved into with our partners, Dr. Cecile Thackeray and Dr. Douglas C., into the DC Mentors approach. And then the culmination of that, as far as a spearhead moment, is the conception and inception and inspiration with the alliance with Michael Gerber and the co-author of those principles, saying here's how they fit in chiropractic. Because chiropractic has some universals, but it also has some quirkiness because there's some strange people and wonderful people in chiropractic. So the evolution for me in the beginning with chiropractic mentoring experience was an understanding that there are three relationships that shape the body. And we talked about that in the book Life the Manual, when the pursuit of happiness makes you miserable. Because we talked that there are three relationships and they intertwine. They are like a Venn diagram, where the relationship we have with ourselves, the relationship we have with others, which includes the stakeholders we talked about in another session, and the relationship you have with business and money in those processes. And that what we need to do in chiropractic is I thought that everybody had systems. I was very naive. I thought, well, maybe I'll work on the soft skills, the interpersonal skills, and bring out the best in the discipline in them. And what I ended up finding is that not only were people without systems, but the systems they had were not so good.
Right.
The systems they had were so ancient. The systems that they had worked for a certain level of people. Now, then their evolution was, we're going to build, innovate, not just saying, here's the way I did it in business, here's the way I practice, but what's working today? So in the sense of true management, we innovate, then we quantify what that is, and then we orchestrate as a dynamic flux based on principles, but also current with what's going on in the world today.
So success today is being able to serve your community in such a way that we increase accessibility. We become more, even though cliche, patient-centered with our business systems that truly serve an individual's needs and allow more people access. We also have successful relationships, self, others, in the world. We become better communicators with our communities, with other professionals, respecting the work they do and not trying to duplicate that, staying within our confine of what we do best as chiropractors. It's a neat package to hear all that tied in, which makes it a win-win-win. Because now we want to be winning.
Yes. You like that. Win-win. It's all you do is what?
All we can do is win, no matter what. When you set the game up in such a way, and that's what it's nice to have, a system that really does recognize all the details and isn't heavy business, high agenda. It's solid business.
Yes.
It's smooth systems that serve everyone in it. The staff that runs it, the chiropractor that's doing it, a business that's not dependent on the chiropractor always doing it, and a consistent experience for your customers, clients, patients.
Well, it can get a little complex when you look at all those levels as you're talking about. And the simple truth of the E-Myth mindset is that your business is there to serve the community, and therefore your business exists because it either serves a community in a way that's extraordinary or it serves a community in a way that's ordinary. And that a business really has a natural growth process from infancy, which means I take a table and I put it into an operatory in a dentist's office, and now I start a business. That's how my business started. That was in infant business. And then as it turned into adolescence, I said, I need some other people, maybe to answer the phone and maybe to bill. And there in the natural progression then would be for a business to reach maturity where the doctor is actually free of the business and choosing to either extend and expand it with associates or expand it on an enterprise level, and more about that in the book. But there's this natural process: infancy, growth phase of adolescence, and growth phase of maturity. But most chiropractic practices, as most businesses, are locked in that adolescence, and there's where the doctor's kicking and screaming, where the doctor's really frustrated, and that's where most chiropractic practices continue their whole entire 42-year career stuck in that adolescence and just saying, And instead of what with the E-Myth mindset and with the E-Myth chiropractic, we're actually asking you to step back and go, what does my business need me to do? Because if I solve that with a formula, then I will allow my business to support me. Then I allow my business to make me free. I am truly free of my business, and that is a mature business. And if you're free of your business, you may still choose to be a chiropractor, or you may choose to have another expression of your creativity, because we are natural creators. We are co-creators when we decide to be.
Cool. Thank you, Dr. Sovinsky.
You're welcome, Dr.
Awesome.
Wade Anuson. Thank you.